I started running back in 2013 as a complete beginner. I was studying for my CFA exams at the time. The stress was no joke. People who follow my Instagram may have seen some photos I took around New York City. I was living near the Elmhurst Avenue subway station, and whenever I needed a break from studying, I'd head to Central Park. I saw so many fit, healthy people out running. Moms jogging with strollers, looking so chill in the sunlight. Those beautiful moments suddenly made me want to give running a try. The first thing you need to run is a pair of running shoes. I knew nothing back then. I only wanted lightweight shoes. In my mind, lighter meant better, lighter meant faster. It didn't matter how slow I was, my shoes had to feel fast. I still remember the names of those shoes. I remember my shoes had a little part in the midsole that could track steps on an iPod. It was so damn cool, but it didn't last long. After only 1.5 years, being a new runner combined with poor cushioning shoes damaged my patellar cartilage, and I had to see a doctor. I took an extremely long break and stopped running entirely. That was the first lesson running taught me. Never buy random shoes without matching your gait and ability. I returned to running in 2018. I had gained plenty of weight by then. Between heavy work stress and a family history of hypertension, my health forced me back into the game. This time, I got serious about choosing shoes carefully. And a colleague of mine was a chemical industry analyst. I learned all about materials, forming technology from him. Even before becoming a YouTuber, I bought around 1 or 2 pairs of shoes every month. I was scared of getting injured again, stopping again, so I had to find my perfect match. Eventually, I kinda accidentally became an insider. So in this video, combining my personal experience, conversations with fellow runners, and my observations, I will share how foot strike affects our shoe preference. Disclosure, I'm not a foot specialist, so this video is just my personal analysis. Feel free to share different opinions in the comments. The whole point of this video is to help you understand your own running mechanic, so you waste less money and make fewer bad choices when buying shoes, because money doesn't grow on trees. In the interest of brevity, I'm not going to go through each type of foot strike individually. I'm not a chatterbox in real life, and I don't want to drag this video out. I will focus on 2 major groups: high cadence heel strikers and long stride midfoot and forefoot strikers. Let's begin with high cadence heel strikers. These runners share a common trait. Their forefoot foam compression is much smaller than heel foam compression. Throughout the gait cycle, from mid-stance to toe-off, they rely mostly on rolling rather than powerful push-off. Their strides are generally shorter. They don't need to drive hard into the ground, simply rolling through to toe-off. Take the Adios Pro 4. It has a soft, easy-to-compress foam. As you can see in the clips, the forefoot foam barely compresses. For clear contrast, here is another heel striker in the Adios Pro 4 but with long strides. You can see bigger forefoot foam compression, almost fully squashing the entire midsole. Stride runners have longer flight time. From mid-stance to toe-off, they push hard off the ground with their pads and toes. Even though both are heel strikers, these 2 types of runners have different shoe preference. If you are a high cadence heel strikers, here are 3 key things to watch in my reviews. First is stability, especially when I discuss stability at easy paces. And be especially wary of those inverted trapezoid heel designs. Those things are ankle destroyers for you. You think you are gonna run a marathon PB in those? You better start looking for sweeper bars first. In my Li-Ning Feidian 6 Elite video, I mentioned how it wobbles at easy paces. If you are a faster runner, even as a heel striker, you could probably get along with something like the Feidian 6 Elite. At a faster pace, your cadence is usually over 180, ground contact time shortens, and heel instability matters far less, just as shown in this clip. Second, pay attention to my descriptions of ride sensation. You're gonna prefer shoes I describe as snappy, a slightly firm midsole that rebounds quickly. Heel striking is kind of like braking. Your weight and momentum put heavy load on the foam. A firm, snappy foam absorbs impact to protect your knees while bouncing you forward quickly. It shortens rolling time and delivers cleaner toe-off. Among Chinese brands, Xtep shoes often fit this profile, like 2000 km series and especially the 160X 7.0 Pro. They use an incredibly firm foam with rapid rebound, combined with a carbon plate that's about as rigid as you can get in consumer products, almost like T1000 grade carbon fiber. This combo maintains that rounded rolling sensation under the forefoot, like in this clip. You can almost feel how smooth that roll is just by watching. Of course, if you are running to lose weight or you are a beginner, soft, squishy cushioning shoes are better for you. I won't go into extra details here. Third, you need to listen to how I describe the drop, not the number on paper. You want to stay away from shoes that I describe as feeling like they have a negative drop. Shoes where, when you stand still, you feel like you are leaning backward. Those shoes aren't made for you. Their biggest energy is in the midfoot and the forefoot area. If you can't compress that part, you get no benefit and waste your money. Take the 160X 3.0 Pro as an example. Perfect example. The best part of this shoe is right here. As shown in the clip, she rolls to the forefoot without really pushing off. She's not compressing that forefoot foam. That's a wrong shoe choice. In another clip, this female runner gets full performance from the 160X 6.0 Pro, making it a really good shoe choice. Quick word on heel striking stride runners. They fall into two groups. One is the truly elite, like 2020 London Marathon champion Qiaodan, or young Japanese star runner Kailas. I can't comment on their shoe preference, and honestly, it depends on which brand they sign with. The other group, in my observation, are mostly beginners with sitting running or overstriding gaits. If you run like this, check out my Max Cushion playlist and look for shoes I describe as more protective. This running foam carries high injury risk and often causes IT band syndrome. Of course, some people run this way lifelong without issues, just like some people smoke while running marathons, or run a sub 330 barefoot while breathing only through their nose. That guy lives in my city. I've seen him running more than once. Honestly, mad respect. Alright, now let's talk about long stride, midfoot and forefoot strikers. This group splits into two: runners with natural pronation and runners with slight supination. In the running gait cycle, during the contact phase, here is the difference. Runners with natural pronation usually make first contact with the lateral side, the outer edge of the midsole, while supination makes contact with a large area of the midsole, like in this clip. These two types are super easy to miss without slow motion, and people often lump them together. This biomechanic is the majority among midfoot and forefoot strikers. A lot of elite athletes A lot of efficient runners around us share this trait. They land in a way that looks almost dangerous, like they are about to roll an ankle, but that motion is actually more efficient and also more protective. Here is why it's protective. Landing on that lateral edge means a smaller contact area, which creates higher pressure. That pressure quickly compresses, or kind of like bottoms out, the foam on that outer edge. You get maximum cushioning from that part of the foam's physical properties. As you roll inward horizontally, the rest of the foam makes contact and continuous absorbing impact. That's pretty much the best way to help your feet, your legs absorb and dissipate ground impact. It's also the most efficient form. I'm sure you've seen some of the running form tutorials. Many of them use the great Kipchoge as an example. We all know the golden rule. Your foot should land directly beneath your center of mass. If your leg reaches out too far and lands in front of your body, that's like braking and waste energy. Let me add something. Look at this clip of Suguru Osako from the front. His foot lands perfectly centered. So, whether viewed from the side or front, the optimal landing position is centered under your body. To achieve this, your foot naturally pronates. It's your body's instinctive choice. If you land too far laterally, outside your center, what happens? You end up waddling like a duck. Your body sways, wasting energy unnecessarily. Quick side note, at China's second robot half marathon this weekend, the winner finished in about 50 minutes. In just 1 year, it's already faster than humans. And you can see it optimizing its landing to match the best human running mechanics, just like we've been discussing. Alright, if you are a midfoot or forefoot striker with natural pronation, here's what to look for in my reviews. Look for shoes I describe as quick responsive ride sensation. If the rebound is slow, you will get more of a sinking sensation on that lateral edge landing. It will feel mushy, sluggish. You might also prefer denser foams, especially when you are running faster and the impact is bigger. The lateral foam might almost get crushed flat. Denser foam resists the compression more and helps manage that scary-looking deformation. Also, because you have that horizontally rolling motion after landing, pay extra attention to how I describe the outsole design. I often talk about the shoe having a continuous rocker. You're gonna prefer shoes that also have a horizontal forefoot rolling curve. Grab a shoe right now and place it on a flat surface and try to rock it side to side. Better designed shoes have not just a heel-to-toe rocker, but also have a horizontal forefoot curve. That's one reason why some of shoes just feel smooth, and the other shoes feel buttery smooth. Finally, let's talk about midfoot and forefoot strikers with slight supination. When you make contact, you touch the ground with a larger area. Same pressure principle. Same force on a point versus on a surface gives totally different pressure. So, your tolerance for how soft or firm the foam is might be totally different from what natural pronation runners prefer. For example, when I pinch this 160X 7.0 Pro, the firmer is the foam on this channel so far. Squeezing the edge, it can be compressed. But when I press with my whole palm over a large area, applying more force, and it barely compresses at all, as shown in clip. This female runner has a larger contact area. Looks like she's running at around 5 minutes per kilometer pace. That's not slow, that's a pretty common pace. I see no compression on that 160X 7.0 Pro. She's getting neither benefit nor cushioning. So for midfoot and forefoot strikers with slight supination, you're gonna prefer midsole foams I describe as dynamic or airy. Those foams gives you the cushioning and protection. More importantly, they are easy to compress, easy to active, easy to get energy return from, without you having to work super hard to put more force into the midsole foam. Like in these clips, these two runners are at similar paces, relatively slow paces, but the Alphafly got a softer midsole. It looks like it's working. It's more dynamic. The BMAI 3.0 turbo foam looks like it's working too. Looks softer and bouncier. You also need good midfoot stability. Slight supination is often linked to mild flat feet. So check where the foam cutouts are positioned, preferably on the lateral side, not the medial side. Lastly, quick mention of high cadence midfoot and forefoot strikers. You are pretty rare. No question, you guys also want low drop shoes. Lower drop means more foam in the forefoot, means you aren't paying for a useless heel stack. And pay attention to how I describe rebound speed. That will help match your rhythm. Alright, I think that covers it. Over the past year and a half, reading comments and gives me a sense that many people don't truly understand their own biomechanics, and that's totally understandable. Not many people film slow motion footage of their feet while running. After watching this video, use your phones to record your natural running in slow motion. Understand yourself first, then choose your shoes. This video took a month to prepare, from the initial idea to gathering footage. I knew dry lecturing wouldn't cut it. Visual examples were essential. I shot some of the clips myself and invited running club friends on camera for meals in exchange. And this video also referenced 6 research papers. I'm not a foot specialist, but I tried my best to ensure the theory presented here is solid. Okay, one final Chinese sentence to end this video. 再见。